Okay, here at the chalkboard, I have a couple runners that are going to help me out here to show you how increasing your stride rate and stride length translates to improved running times. Okay, here he is now. Not the best form, I admit. He hasn't gone through this course yet. But he's a little on his toes, probably a past high school track runner. But anyway, the point is, let's say he's an 8:06 mile runner. So if we increase his stride rate, in other words, how many steps he takes per minute by 12 steps per minute, what does that mean to his time? Well, he's going to go faster. In fact, he's going to go 32 seconds faster, and he's going to be a 7:34 runner just by increasing his stride rate 12 steps a minute, which is very, very doable. He can now run a mile in 7:34, like we said, just by learning to run with a little better mechanics. Okay, now our second runner here is also an 8:06 runner. But what we're going to do is see how much faster she can get by increasing her stride length by just 3 inches. So this is the distance that she travels with each step. So if we did that, she wouldn't be an 8:06 runner anymore. She would be a 7:37 runner. So bottom line is increasing stride rate 12 steps a minute or increasing stride length by 3 inches can take off 30 seconds from an 8:06 runner. So what if we did both? Because over an extended period of time, that's what we're trying to accomplish, increasing both the stride rate and the stride length. And by the way, this isn't through any complicated drills or anything. Much of it is just incorporating proper form, proper skill work within your current runs. So when we do improve both the stride length and stride rate, pretty amazing things happen. In this case, an 8:06 runner can transform into a pretty fancy here, 7:06 runner. That's a whole minute off their pace by increasing both the stride rate and the stride length. Now imagine what that translates into a race. Is it really possible? Taking 3 minutes off a 5K, 6 minutes off a 10K, 13 minutes off a half marathon, or 26 minutes off a marathon? Yes, it's absolutely possible, and we've done it at 5 Speed Running, where we combine this type of form and skill training with proper energy training, like 5 Speed multi-pace training. In fact, I just received an email from a runner who ran the same half marathon this past Saturday that she ran a year ago. And it reads, just got back to my dad's. I finished in 2:16:32. Can you believe it? 17 minutes faster than the same race last year. So here's an example of a 5 Speed runner who ran the exact same race a year ago, cut down her pace from 11:43 to 10:25, and not just for 1 mile, but for every mile over the course of 13.1 miles. Like many of my 5 Speed runners, I've never had the pleasure to meet Christine in person. She lives on the other side of the country, and she trains online with me at 5 Speed Running. So here's the cool thing: she never even knew she was doing the form and skill work, as it was seamlessly integrated into her schedule, which she obviously performed very well. Great job, Christine. So here's a second example on a shorter race. Dustin here was referred to me by another 5 Speed runner, and he was going to go into he was going into the Air Force Officer Candidate School, where they have a 1.5 mile time trial as part of their physical fitness test. I believe he needed to break 12 minutes to pass, and he was at 12:20. The trick was that he only had a little over 3 weeks to do it. The result, he improved his pace from 8:13 to 7:22 as he lowered his 1.5 mile time from 12:20 to 11:05. Just a super job there by Dustin. And this is a great example because you really can't do a whole lot of energy training like stamina or threshold work that is going to pay off in 3 weeks. So this result was almost entirely the result of the training that you can get with this Transform Your Running video series that I'm rolling out today. Okay, back to the track.